The soundtrack.
Oh, the soundtrack is insane, isn't it?
It's really funny because I always know good soundtrack when I don't always notice it.
It brings it all together. Zach is a talented guy.
Zach is also the most humble person I've ever met, and when he shares pieces of himself, especially in his music, it makes sense that it came from him.
One of my favorite moments was probably the first time that John brought me the script, and we started kind of going through some musical ideas, and he showed me an artist that I'd never seen before named Julian Baker.
And I was showing him that for a kind of tone for the film and just like vibes.
For some reason it spoke to me. I didn't know at that moment that that would kind of be how I went with the guitar kind of sound for the score. But I decided, you know, maybe a couple months after we filmed that that's what I wanted, and I never told him that's what I wanted, and then when I presented him the music, he said, okay. And that was it. That was our exchange.
Well, that was easy. That's it. Like, that works.
Everyone has a soundtrack in their head as they're walking around, or likes to think there's an album that goes with their life, but to actually hit the nail on the head and put the appropriate song for the moment is why he does what he does, obviously, you know, and that's talent.
The part that I did like was the monologue in the end, the way that they built that with the soundtrack. This whole thing trips me out. You know, I thought that was really cool.
We kind of talked about like ambiguous emotion. We didn't want to give anything away with music, like, oh, we're gonna make this part really sad, or we're gonna make this part funny. It was just kind of like putting a tune out there and really getting a theme down and going, if we stuck this theme in to 4 different scenes that are four completely different scenes, it'll work for all of them.
The soundtrack's evolved in some ways, and in other ways it's been the exact same the whole time.
So I think that was the risky thing, was really just writing one theme, essentially, you know, 5 or 6 notes, and then using it over and over again and kind of tweaking it in different ways and hoping that it would work in other scenes, and I think it kind of worked out that way.
I know Zach is finding his own route to being a film composer, and I think this should be something he's insanely proud of. His ability to get inside a story and really feel, he can sniff that out really quick, and it's hard to quantify. So I hope he continues to get opportunities to show that side of himself, because, I mean, that's the film. That music is the heartbeat, and he did a fabulous job with it.